Good evening. I'm Dawn Baker. Thank you so much for joining us for the news now at 8 o'clock. We hope by now you have made it home and you're safe and dry, because we have certainly had a lot of weather issues today. We want to remind you that before we get started with some of our coverage, that we are streaming this broadcast on Roku, Amazon Fire, Twitter, Facebook, the WTOC News app, as well as the website. We, of course, are talking about that extensive flooding damage we had today, a big issue throughout most of the coastal empire. And here in Savannah, a lot of people trapped trying to get home during rush hour. Some quick, heavy downpours caused first responders to close several downtown intersections and roads, and also other areas throughout Savannah. While looking back at some of these photos, it is important to remember, look at that car completely submerged there. Emergency rules, they always tell you when you see that water on the road, turn around, don't drown. A lot of people took their chances today and went through the water. Many of them got stuck, as you saw there, and many of them are going to have some problems for weeks to come because they mess up their cars. You don't really realize that until the day after or so. So be careful out there. Don't go through that standing water. Toombs County officials closing nearly a dozen roads because of flash flooding. Bureau Chief Dow Kennedy is in Toombs County with a closer look at all the damage left behind.
It looks like a river opened up here on Roderick Clifton Road here in South Toombs County. That water continues to pour after inches and inches of rain last night.
Flooding rains washed out dirt roads all across Toombs County, forcing county crews to close a dozen. Lewis Spikes came from a nearby farm to temporarily patch this small canyon on George Hill Road.
How often do you see it get like this?
About 3 years ago, it got halfway this bad. Never seen it this bad before.
A few miles away, the water washed half of Hardin Chapel Road into the branch. The rain stopped Cody Powell in his car just up the road.
I had to stop for about an hour, just from and it still was raining once I left.
County leaders say they can't start repairs until next week, when they can get heavy grading equipment out here without making bad situation even worse.
So you have to wait till the road dries out some so you can drop that blade down and get a firm footing underneath it.
They've made all but 3 damaged roads passable for now. Moore urges people to use caution where the water remains.
We got this motto, turn around, don't drown. Don't go through that. You might have lived there for 100 years, but you don't know how deep that water is.
The road crews can only wait until all this water gets out of here and goes downstream before they can begin looking at the damage underneath. What they hope is we don't see more rain to come. In Toombs County, Dow Kennedy, WTOC News.
You're going to want to check out this video. Our First Alert weather team spotted what looked like a funnel cloud with our Chatham Parkway Skycam this afternoon around 4 o'clock. This is time-lapse video. They've slowed it down so you can actually see the funnel there to the left of your screen. The National Weather Service has confirmed the sighting of the funnel cloud. It was near Highway 17 and Dean Forest Road in Garden City. But good news. There was no report of any damages, and that cloud did not touch the ground at any time. Well, a sample of mosquitoes has tested positive for West Nile virus in Glenn County. At this time, no human cases have been confirmed in any of the coastal district areas, which include Glenn and Chatham counties. Glenn is being active, trying to treat these with mosquitoes, according to a release from the Coastal Health District. Their spraying schedule for the evenings will be as follows. Today is the 20th, so the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd, weather permitting. So make sure you look out for that. You see that, you might want to go inside while they're spraying. Also, don't forget about our next update coming up at 9 o'clock. Jamie Erda will have your First Alert complete forecast. I know you want to know if the storms are completely out of the area for the evening and what you can look forward to this weekend. I want to thank you so much for joining us. As always, I'm Dawn Baker. Have a wonderful evening and a safe and happy weekend.